Hi guys, my name's Alison and I wanted to make a diary about our fertility treatment. We have been on this road quite a long time. Myself and my husband have been trying for a baby for about 7 years. I've known for quite a number of years that I would have issues, so it wasn't a great surprise to me, when I got married to find out that I did need to have some treatment. It's really confusing to do this first video because I don't really know where to start or what you would like to hear or what's really boring or if my lighting's good. I guess I'll just tell you, where we're at just now. Today I had my first Pro-Stap injection. It wasn't the most comfy. It's an intramuscular injection, so it goes in your bottom. It's a little bit sore and stingy, but if I had to do it 1,000 times, I'm sure like the rest of us I'd do it 1,000 times. For us this is number 4. We're having ICSI. We had IVF the very first time. Unfortunately nothing happened for us, we didn't get a positive outcome. We then went on to have ICSI 3 previous times. The first time, again, nothing happened. Third time we got pregnant and unfortunately we miscarried at 11 weeks. Next time, again, we got positive outcome. It was amazing, really exciting. 12 weeks and again we miscarried. So it's taken us about a year to try again, just because physically it was a lot. I'd done quite a lot of treatments back to back, and emotionally, I guess, both myself and my husband, we were just wrecked and devastated from it happening. It was actually our 3rd miscarriage, and I guess I didn't believe it would happen a 3rd time. I really thought, first time, okay, it happens to a lot of people. 2nd time, really unlucky. 3rd time, I was just devastated, and at times I've never thought that I would be a mum. I have good days, bad days, days I totally believe it's going to happen, I'm really invested, and then I have other days when I'm not so sure, and you get really down about it. And fortunately those down days have been less lately and the get up and go days are more, which is why we're starting a treatment again. My husband's so supportive. He would have been happy to do the treatment months ago, he'd be happy to wait months. He just always says, what's best time for me is the best time to start. So I'm really lucky on that front. We had our 2 free IVF cycles because of where we live. We're entitled to 2. So this will be our 2nd one that we've paid for. We have had all our treatment at a local hospital, an NHS hospital, up until now. This time we've decided to try the Nuffield. It's a really nice clinic. Staff seem so lovely and friendly. I think there's about 4 nurses, so it's a bit different. Hopefully we'll get, to build a rapport with them, and it is personal, it's awkward at times. They see you at your best, they see you at your worst, they see you naked, they give you injections, but you have to make friends with these people. So for us, we decided to go to that clinic. Obviously every day's different and all the treatment prices differ no matter where you are in the country, and it doesn't really determine if your treatment's good, bad or indifferent. I think it's just really a locality thing and how many providers really are there. We went to an infertility information day in a local hotel, which was actually really invaluable information to us, because we were at the point where we didn't know to have a treatment abroad, have treatment here, did we need to consult with anyone else, should we go down the adoption route, and it was a really daunting time when you have loads of information but you don't really know which avenue to take. So myself and my husband went along to one of these information days and it proved invaluable for us. We got to meet with Dr. Alan Pacey, who's in one of the universities, and he's sort of the sperm aficionado in the UK. We got some really good advice. We got to meet with other families going through it or who've been through it, and really just got to meet with other clinics and meet the doctors and see where we would like to be at. Our treatment's costing about 5,500. We're having ICSI again. Um, Protocol for drugs, I know everyone's really different. Before I've been 225 for my daily injections. We've upped that, and so now going ahead will be 300ml. Just I guess to reflect that the eggs that I have in my body, obviously we're a year on now, I'm a year older, I'm going to be 39 in October, so taking all that into consideration they've decided to up my drugs. The nice thing about being at this hospital is the drug protocol changes slightly different. Previously I've used like a nasal spray to sniff a couple of times a day, which I really hated. It was the worst part of the treatment, and you know, I'll say that a lot of times, oh I didn't like this bit, but obviously I would do it a million times over if it meant to have a baby. So luckily we had a Pro-Stap injection, and it goes in your bottom. It's quite sore. It's a little bit nippy at the time. Now it kind of feels like a horse has kicked me in the bum. But that prevents the sniffing. So you know, for me, I'd happily take the injection over the sniffing. We're just waiting now until I start bleeding, so that could take a few days. Once I do start bleeding, call the hospital. They'll book me in for my next scan. Had a scan as well today, a transvaginal scan, just to make sure that my ovaries are okay, my womb's okay. I'll go back next week, early days probably next week, just to see how my uterus is developing. Hopefully my lining should be nice and thin after bleeding for a few days, and then I'll be able to start injecting in my tummy. I've never been able to do my injections. My husband's always done them for me. I'm a little bit squeamish about them. I guess if I had to do them I would, but I have the luxury of him doing them for me, so why not? At present I'm taking a baby aspirin, so a small aspirin, and 7C's sort of a prenatal vitamin, and that has folic acid in it. And also because in treatments before I've had to have additional support to keep me pregnant, I had to up my folic acid to 5mg, so my doctor has to give me a prescription for that. It's not something that I can buy like books and anything. We had gestone injections, couldn't remember there, sorry. We had gestone injections before, so these are intramuscular injections and they go into your bottom. Again, because it's oil, it's quite a difficult injection to give or get, and it's a little bit sore, but you know, every few days you just have to get on with it. We also had the progesterone suppositories, which thankfully this time we won't be needing because we're using crinoline gel, which seemingly is amazing. It's a clear gel that you just pop on once a day, so that certainly helps because the suppositories are messy and it's uncomfortable to do them twice a day. So I guess anything that makes this process easier is, you know, good in my eyes. The hospital warned us today that the side effects from having the Pro-Stap is similar to being in the menopause, because your estrogen levels are going down and your hormones are decreasing. So you know, to expect maybe not feeling the best, maybe some hot flushes, a bit moody, tearful, some mood swings. You know, not the best, but again, not the worst. I'm sure my hubby will just have to put up with me for the next few days. It is a really daunting process, and I get that, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this diary, is because, you know, we've been having treatment for about 7 years. So in the beginning I was looking online, you know, trying to read things. I was on fertility groups, and really I just wanted to identify with someone else who'd been through it, you know, hopefully that it worked for. And now after doing it for so many years, I do have friends and people who had treatment at the same time of me, you know, and it's went on to be a positive outcome for them, and they have their babies and children now. Unfortunately the timing's just not been right for me and my husband. But you know, for as long as I can I'll always keep trying. I'm 38, I'll be 39 in October. So you know, we are getting to the sort of, not end of our journey, but we are getting to, we're going into the later term, I'd say. You know, I think our treatment cycles that we could have in the future are probably numbered now. It's not, you know, we've got 5 years in front of us, but you know, hopefully being positive, this, you know, hopefully this is our time. And And that sort of makes this diary a bit bittersweet, because, you know, maybe it'll be something great to look back on and we can share with other people and say, oh, this is a diary that we did, and, you know, it's amazing, look, we've got a baby now. But at the same time, I have to go in being realistic, and, you know, maybe this isn't our time and the treatment won't work for us, and we have to, you know, accept that and find all different alternatives. Myself and my husband did apply to foster or adopt children. We did both processes, and unfortunately both felt that we could only go forward with our adoption or fostering application if we agreed not to have fertility treatment in the future. And that's not something that we could promise to do, probably more myself than my husband, but I didn't want to stop treatment just now, so unfortunately we had to put any plans to foster or adopt on hold. I guess this diary will be really emotional at some points. There'll be days where I probably feel like rubbish, I'll probably look rubbish, I'll probably do it in my PJs, and other days I hope I'll be really positive. But really the main aim for this video is just to be realistic, open, normal, you know, and I don't mind answering any questions anyone has, because in the beginning I had loads of questions and no one to ask them to. So, you know, if I can only help one person or answer one person's questions, then that would be amazing. Because sometimes I guess you just want to know what it's like, how it feels like, what to expect, what do you need to take in your bag, things I weren't prepared for, you know, the first time we went for an egg retrieval. You know, I kind of turned up in the morning and you know, I had my checklist that the hospital gave me, but there's other things that made it more pleasant, and I certainly enjoyed having my iPad with me. I could have some music, I took my own blanket, I had some really comfy clothes, because you're really bloated after you have your egg retrieval and transfer. So it's nice just to have some like yoga pants and soft top, and, you know, your hair up in a ponytail. Anything that makes it easier for you is something that you just need to go ahead with. We had acupuncture, and, you know, obviously we're not pregnant, so I can't say that it worked, I can't say that it didn't work. For me, I felt that it was another appointment that gave me a bit of stress, just because I was working full time. We had lots of appointments at the hospital, my husband worked shifts, and trying to fit in acupuncture appointments was just another stress for me. So the last cycle we didn't do any acupuncture, you know, we got pregnant, so going forward this time I don't think we're going to do acupuncture. I really try with my diet, but as you can tell, you know, I'm not super skinny. I probably don't have the best diet, but I really do try my best. I really try and cut out junk and caffeine, you know, beforehand. I've tried different supplements at different times. It's really finding what works for you. You know, I'm not trained, I'm not a professional, I'm not from a medical background. Any kind of opinions I express, or, you know, advice that I maybe give, it's probably just like what you would expect from your sister or your friend. It's not anything on a medical background or basis. If I can answer any questions for MD, please do leave them below. I will get back to everyone. It would be amazing if you could subscribe. Hopefully I get lots of viewers. Some thumbs up would be amazing, you know, and really I would just like to see you guys grow and join me on this journey, and hopefully we can just get a bit of dialogue going, and, you know, I can make friends on the YouTube channel. As I said, big thumbs up would be amazing. If you could subscribe to me, that would be perfect, and hopefully tune in with me next time that I post, and I'll have some update with you.